Today, 20th Tuesday, January 2026 football predictions and tips. Real Madrid versus Monaco from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 3-1 win to Real Madrid. Best tip is over 1.5 goals to be scored in this match at 1.10. Other optional tip you may consider is over 2.5 goals at 1.69. Next, Bodo/Glimt versus Manchester City from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 1-3 win to Manchester City. Best tip is Manchester City to win or draw at 1.11. Other optional tip you may consider is over 1.5 goals to be scored in this match at 1.10. Next, Inter Milan versus Arsenal from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 1-1 draw. Best tip is under 4.5 goals at 1.10. Other optional tip you may consider is under 3.5 goals at 1.30. Next, Ipswich Town versus Bristol City from the English Championship. Correct score, 2-1 win to Ipswich Town. Best tip is Ipswich Town to at least score 1 goal at 1.14. Other optional tip you may consider is Ipswich to win or draw at 1.17. Next, Coventry City versus Millwall from the English Championship. Correct score, 2-1 win to Coventry City. Best tip is Coventry City win or draw at 1.20. Other optional tip you may consider is under 4.5 goals at 1.11. Next, Villarreal versus Ajax from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 3-2 win to Villarreal. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.12. Other optional tip you may consider is Ajax to at least score 1 goal at 1.40. Next, Tottenham Hotspur versus Borussia Dortmund from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 2-2 draw. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.24. Other optional tip you may consider is at least 1 goal to be scored in second half at 1.20. Next, Kairat Almaty versus Club Brugge from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 0-2 win to Club Brugge. Best tip is Club Brugge to win or draw at 1.17. Other optional tip you may consider is at least 1 goal to be scored in first half at 1.25. Next, Sporting CP versus Paris Saint-Germain from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 3-1 win to Paris Saint-Germain. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.18. Other optional tip you may consider is Paris Saint-Germain to at least score 1 goal at 1.10. Next, FC Copenhagen versus Napoli from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 1-0 win to Napoli. Best tip is Copenhagen total goals under 1.5 at 1.26. Other optional tip you may consider is Napoli win or draw at 1.24. Next, Olympiacos versus Bayer Leverkusen from the UEFA Champions League. Correct score, 2-3 win to Bayer Leverkusen. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.23. Other optional tip you may consider is Bayer Leverkusen to at least 1 goal at 1.24. Next, Southend United versus Eastleigh from the National League. Correct score, 3-1 win to Southend United. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.20. Other optional tip you may consider is Southend United to win at 1.34. Next, South Shield versus Southport from the National League North. Correct score, 2-1 win to South Shields. Best tip is South Shields to win or draw at 1.11. Other optional tip you may consider is South Shields to win either half at 1.22. Next, Al Ahly versus Al Khalij from the Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 2-1 win to Al Ahly. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.13. Other optional tip you may consider is Al Ahly to win or draw at 1.20. Next, Sheffield Wednesday versus Birmingham City from the English Championship. Correct score, 0-1 win to Birmingham City. Best tip is Birmingham City win or draw at 1.14. Other optional tip you may consider is under 4.5 goals at 1.10. Next, Livingston versus Street Mirren from the Scottish Premiership. Correct score, 1-0 win to St. Mirren. Best tip is under 3.5 goals at 1.25. Other optional tip you may consider is Street Mirren win or draw at 1.41. Thanks guys for watching to the end. Just choose your best 5 tips.